What's up, guys? This is 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗘𝗦, and you have reached the 𝗏𝗏𝗥 Ecom channel. If you want to learn how to make money online or offline, then you need to be right here. I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller. I'm also an honorably discharged Air Force veteran. Graduated from Penn State and started a career as a software engineer and leveraged that to build my businesses. If you guys have any questions on how to make money, you're going to find all your answers right here, so stay tuned.
Boom. So how is the lockdown going to affect small business owners, people like myself and potentially even you guys? I mean, this is raw and in the fields, man. So Pennsylvania just came out with a new set of rules for their new lockdown. There's going to be no indoor seating until January 1st. No gatherings, none of this stuff, man. Schools are going to be shut down again. Like, the rules are very inconsistent, by the way, but that's neither here nor there. So, I have friends who own businesses out here in the local area, and I own businesses out here in the local area, and, now the shop, I was planning to open December 1st. I might not be able to do that. I have, GMs, I have stylists, I have barbers, lash techs, all these people, are really counting on the shop to open, and, I might not be able to do that. These people are, depending on me for their livelihood, and, that's rough. That's rough. There's a, heavy is the head that wears a crown. How about that? So heavy is the head that wears a crown, and you're constantly worried about doing the right thing for people, for your employees, for the community, and sometimes it's just out of your control. And right now, it's out of my control. There's nothing that I can do. I just kind of have to sit here and take it on the chin. And it's tough. So what's going to happen to these business owners? I'm pretty much isolated from a lot of it. Even though I'm probably going to be out of close to $200,000 by the time the lockdown ends. That's with the purchase of rich cuts, paying for, the rent and utilities and everything else, and, trying to give some of the employees a little money to hold themselves over. It's going to be, oh, there's dog poop. Gross. But, there's going to be a lot that we have to deal with, moving forward. I don't know how some of my friends are going to handle it with their businesses because they're in the restaurant industry. For me, I was already prepared to handle like a 12-month carrying cost to make sure that the shop, stays open and runs until we can, build up more clientele. But, like I said, I really don't know. And it's a tough one, man. Like, I really don't even know how to pan this one out, but we'll see. For the people that are counting on the jobs, what does that really mean, for them? Like, what are we going to be seeing? I guess we should talk about that. Like, let's go ahead, let's go. Let's roll, not rule. Yeah, see, I'm all jumbled up. All right, so what's going to happen to the people that are most affected, the employees of these businesses that have to shut down, And I'm pretty sure, the people in charge are thinking about that, but I don't truly believe they're thinking hard enough. And there's a lot of things that they would have to solve in order to make it work for everybody. And I get that, you can't just have a blanket fix for everyone in every situation. But, I think a lot of people are, if they weren't already hurting, they're going to be more disenfranchised because of this. I had a lot of friends who were running out of unemployment, essentially, or they had been off unemployment for a while, and they were, trying to figure out what to do to make ends meet. And these are the same people who were like, oh, okay, I get to go back to work soon. And then all of a sudden now there's another lockdown. I see a lot of bad things happening for these people. We've had riots this year. 2020 has kind of been a roller coaster, so to speak. And now we have something that can potentially push us back to that, And outside of race relations and all these things, I think that people are just tired, man. They're fed up. They don't want this anymore, and they're hurting. They're trying to feed their families, and now we have something else coming around, the holiday season. Like, these people, how are they going to be able to buy gifts? And that's it's the giving season, so to speak. So this might be the first time in recent history where a lot of people have just been kind of down and out, and they can't necessarily fend for their families, fend for themselves, be able to give their families the things that they feel that they deserve. So, I don't think this is necessarily a good thing as far as like a public health standpoint. I think it's almost necessary to kind of get everyone on the same page as far as COVID or whatever. Whether you believe it's real or not real, that's not up for discussion. I don't really care whether you think it's real or whether you don't think it's real or whatever. It's more or less, how is this really going to affect people as a whole, and I think that we're going to have a lot more to come of protests and riots. Like I don't think this is going to be smooth, especially considering the election and how that went. I think we're in for a rough ride, especially with people not having the means to take care of themselves or provide for their families. I think we're gonna be hit. we're gonna be hit, man. This is gonna be some stuff going. But how do we handle this? How do we handle this moving forward? How do you handle things moving forward? I think that's something that we need to discuss, because this could be very, very damaging to a lot of people in a lot of scenarios. So let's kind of break down where I feel that we should kind of look towards moving into the new year, at least where you guys should be moving into the new year. All right, let's go. All right, so what should you guys be doing to arm yourselves for the impending doom? I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom and terrible, but things just aren't looking too good right now, right? So I think you guys should be deep diving into skills that you find interesting, whether that be e-commerce, forex trading, stock day trading, coming up with like a new service, not necessarily new, but a service that could be interesting. Something like cleaning services are really big. I actually just decided to hire somebody for the shop. He came by and just knocked at the door and was like, hey, I'm gonna be cleaning some businesses around here. Would you like me to do the same for you every few days? I'm like, hell yeah. That's one less thing that I have to worry about, that I have to have the GMs and everybody else do. So maybe a cleaning service, especially during this time for businesses that are still open. Some of the cleaning services are going to be trickling down in size, just because they won't be able to afford as many employees, right? So having your own personal cleaning service could definitely give you a boon to your pocket. Especially if you're charging anywhere between $100 to $300 to clean an establishment. That could be your money for for the day or week or whatever. So it's just anything to get involved. Especially if you have a skill set that involves like manual labor. Whether you're a mechanic or a detailer. PPM. Mobile detailing. These guys actually detail my cars. They come right to my house. They clean everything up. So they are like, they're already paid up, with me. So they are, they're going to be doing my cars, and definitely, moving forward. So, they have business, at least for me, if not from anyone else. And I feel that that's what you guys should be shifting towards, some type of service-based business that you don't necessarily have to have a building for. You guys can kind of go out there on your own and do it. You don't have to have a big physical presence. You can market yourself on Craigslist, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you get the most traction. Run Facebook ads if you have to. You can also develop a digital marketing skill set where you guys can start running ads for people like myself that are trying to sell digital products or whatever. I just feel that having something service based is going to be the way to go. Okay. And yes, like e-commerce is nice, but if you guys are in a situation where you don't necessarily have the money to grow and scale an Amazon store, Shopify store, or the eBay store, or now Walmart, having a service-based business is pretty much guaranteed to put money in your pocket depending on what you're doing. So, please think about that, guys. Try to, plan ahead for anything that's about to happen. I know that some vaccines are coming. Moderna being chief among them. What they say, 94.5% effective. Against Corona. So I'm pretty sure something's coming around the beginning of the year, as they've been saying. According to whoever. But again, service-based businesses are going to be the best way to go, because people are always going to need something along those lines. And I think having that hunger and that drive during this time frame is going to be really, really big. Oh man, techno. Yeah, but yeah, little fun section in there. But hopefully, this, hopefully you guys will take this to heart and take heed and just kind of be prepared for it, for whatever's to come. So, man, be safe out there, guys. Be smart. Make sure you guys like the video. Check out the links below in the description. Comment what you guys are planning to do, during this time. Like, where do you guys see yourselves going? How do you plan on making this work? All right, so catch you guys in the next one, man. Hopefully it'll be better next time. So peace out.